Hey, so I've been thinking about two verses in Revelation as I have been studying the book of Revelation. Revelation 20, verses 14 and 15 say, "Then death and Hades were thrown into the lake of fire. And the lake of fire is the second death, and all those whose names were not found written in the book of life were thrown into the lake of fire." You know, the place we call hell is for death and the devil and his evil and all the kingdom of darkness. And sadly also for those who reject Jesus and his salvation and therefore have aligned themselves with the wrong kingdom. To not put your trust in Jesus is to reject him. And I don't like the fact that I have friends that are caught in the traffic of that road toward eternity. I'm remembering that when Krista and I were driving in Manila, Philippines one day, we were serving there as missionaries for a couple of years, and the traffic there can be incredibly overwhelming some days in that city. And we hit a traffic jam, common issue there. And as we sat in our car, we watched as smoke began to rise on the horizon. As we inched closer to it, we could see that a paint store in a very busy area was burning out of control. And the worst of it was that the fire trucks that could provide help were stuck in traffic from both directions. The traffic and the spectators were blocking those who could provide help and rescue. Do you ever feel like the help you want to offer to people who have fires in their lives, either now or headed toward them in their future, and seemed blocked by too many things, too much traffic in the way? Have you ever felt blocked from the help that could help put out the fires in your own life? Maybe even today. God really can and does provide help in our times of need. I'm also remembering a time in Montana when Chris and I were able to put out a dangerous forest fire above our cabin. It was a bad fire year, and all the crews were out fighting fires, and a friend who was a helicopter pilot helping that year, working for the state, he got our attention by flying circles around our cabin, and we figured out what he was trying to do, and we grabbed our chainsaws and shovels and headed up the mountain, following him as he flew overhead to point the way. And we were able to find the section of smoking trees and put out the fire. We were able to stop what could have been a really bad fire because we followed directions from above. So hey, I'm praying today that God will give us directions from above and help us make a way to speak into the lives of the people around us who are either experiencing fire or headed into one. And I'm praying that God will clear the traffic and help for the fires in your life, and so that you can help others fight fires too. And I am so thankful that God is not bound by human roadways, and from his hands come living waters that really can offer help to those in need.